Yes, good evening, everyone. I hope you are able to hear me and you are able to watch my screen. Last class, we talked about what is cloud, why the clients are looking for cloud nowadays, what are different cloud companies we have across the world, and why they maintain the different data centers. Yeah, please keep it on mute. Yeah, okay. Hmm. So, what are different cloud companies are there? So, how they are providing this cloud services to the clients, establishing data centers across the world. Okay. And it's not only just maintaining the server and give the server on rental basis, they also provide an excellent tools and products to the customers so that it will be very, very easy for the customers for migrations as well as for the upgrade into the latest versions. That's the advantage of that. When it comes to the Oracle Cloud, so what is meant by Oracle Cloud? Oracle Cloud means indirectly Oracle data centers, where we see some hundreds of data servers are located in the data centers where the client is going to maintain their IT infrastructure, and also has got Oracle tools and products here. Oracle tools and products. So out of those tools and products, we are going to learn one of the latest ERP, which is available in the market, called Oracle Fusion Applications ERP. Oracle Fusion Applications ERP software. It is one of the latest. Okay. And what is mean by ERP? When we say Oracle Fusion is one of the ERP software, first we have to understand what is ERP application. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise means your clients. To maintain your clients' business data, day-to-day business transactions. It may be financials data or sales data or procurement data or customer call center data, or maybe it is related to the different options. Here we will see that CRM, PPM, and other options also we have this, right? That's what we are going to have here. It is. Okay. So that's different domains we have in Oracle Fusion Cloud, financials and all. We are going to learn human capital management. When we say the domain, definitely there will be a multiple modules. For example, if we talk about financials, there will be a financial modules. If we talk about supply chain, there will be a supply chain modules like inventory, procurement, order management, self-service procurement, like this. Same way, we also find here, HCM, human capital management. What are the modules in HCM? We see that HCM is having global HR module as well as the payroll module, as well as the supply chain, talent management, individual compensation, and we have ORC benefits. These all modules we have, OTL. But out of that, first 5 modules, every client will go for implementation. Client will go ahead implementation of first 5 modules everywhere. They'll go ahead with the implementation here. Okay. So we are going to learn this. So why we are learning only these modules is, these all are the basic modules which every client will go for implement, right? And we are going to have the 2 different types of jobs, functional and technical. This particular course is purely functional. We are going to be a functional expert here. We are going to apply as a functional expert, having some technical knowledge, knowledge here. So it's purely 100% functional and having some technical work over here it is. Okay, why we have to learn technical? Because when we are applying as a functional, when you are applying as experienced consultant, definitely they expect some basic knowledge. Okay, some basic knowledge from the candidate regarding technical part. That's why we are going to learn the technical basic things. As I said, in RTL, we are going to have the complete trainings as well as the placements also. We always consider placement is one of the important word after the training. It means we will make sure that as soon as the course is completed, first module is completed, we'll give you the assignment, project assignment, we'll give you the Udemy course where you will see the important entry questions and answers. If you want to complete this assignment, make sure that this module you have to be perfect, whatever we have explained. Same thing for payroll, same thing for options and talent and individual compensation here. Okay. So here, once the training is completed, resume preparation, interview preparation, client's explanation, project documentation, project explanation, everything will be there. And we will be explaining you how to prepare the resume right from the fresher to experienced. Generally, we are putting 6 years of experience in our fusion applications, HCM in India. Okay, 0 to 6 years. So after completion of the course, definitely in the resume preparation class, we will be having one-to-one discussion. And based on your graduation completion, after that, maybe you are working in IT or non-IT and your gaps, and based on that, we will suggest you to go ahead where you have to claim your experience, where you have to go with existing experience, and how you have to prepare the resume, how you have to apply. So everywhere we will give you the complete guidance one-to-one for every candidate, because that is very important. Otherwise, there is no use for completing this particular training, right? Yeah. And as I said, we will have a WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, always I will be there. That will be there always. And server access. Server access, we will provide you 1 year. Server access 1 year. And there will be a WhatsApp group. Let's say you are going to attend for the interviews. After completion of the resume preparation, obviously you'll go for apply for the interviews. When you are attending for the interviews, definitely there will be some questions which you may not be clear. Okay. So that questions you can always post it in the WhatsApp group. We are ready to support you. We are ready to tell you what is the answer. Maximum we will be getting the answers if you go through my videos. Okay. But still, obviously, if there are any real-time scenario questions, if they ask you, if you are not clear how to answer, definitely we will support you. That's why we will have a WhatsApp group always. It will be always available. Okay. So all the videos you can go for download it, and you'll have the access to the server for 1 year for practice. That's what the demo session we discussed yesterday. So any doubts here before we start the second demo?
No, sir.
Yeah, please, anyone?
Nothing.
Yeah. Now we are going for the demo second. So in demo second, first we are going to see how the Fusion Applications ERP software looks like, the environment. Then we are going ahead with discussing what is SaaS model and what is PaaS model, software as a service, platform as a service. We also call it as a private server or public and private cloud, public and private cloud. Okay. So then we will go ahead with creation of our own user and then hire an employee and perform all these operations. Okay. Applications, let me go to here. Just you have to enter the URL and then go ahead with the login to the applications. Okay. So you don't need to go for install anything in your laptop. If you have just good internet connection, if you are able to, run the YouTube channel, then YouTube properly, then this application also will work in a faster way. Okay. So just enter the URL and then you have to go for login. This is what our Fusion Applications ERP software. Okay, there will be two menus here. One is right side user menu. Here only we do the setups, configurations, developments, customizations, extensions, both functional as well as technical setups. We do it here. Okay. So once we do the setups here, obviously we are supposed to test. Okay. And after testing, who will use this software? Our client employees. Client employees means the cashiers, clerks, supervisors, agents, managers, okay, store managers. This all they are going to use this application. They all, we call them as end users. We call them as end users, or we also call them as business users. We also call them as business users. Okay. And where they see that options is navigator. So when we talk about Fusion applications ERP, there will be two menus. One is user menu, right side, and setup and maintenance. Here only we do all our setups. That is the point number. And when we come back to here navigator, we see that here. Okay, we see that here in the navigator, we will be able to find the transactions. This is used by the business users, means end users. We will give the access to the employees based on the. We'll give the access to the employees based on the based on the access whatever client is required, based on
Yes.
the requirement. This is what we call it as a navigator. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to create our own username. Navigator, go to navigator, tools menu, security console. Tools menu, security console is the environment where we will go for creation of the user. We are going to create user. Okay. Right now I'm going to perform this task. Create implementation user task I am performing. Implementation user is nothing but a software engineers. Whoever we are implementing, we call them as a implementation user. For example, let's say your client is Reliance Digital. Reliance Digital. So Reliance Digital company has decided, yes, I want to use Oracle Fusion ERP to maintain my thousands of employees' data, their salary calculations, their leaves management, their compensation management, their benefits management. This all we wanted to maintain. Okay. So what Reliance Digital company will do? They will communicate with Oracle Corporation, right? Oracle Corporation. Because Oracle Corporation has developed this software, right? Who has developed this software? Oracle Corporation, right? So Reliance Digital company will communicate with Oracle Corporation. They will explain these many companies we have, because client can have either one company or multiple companies also, right? There might be parent and child companies also. Okay. So the client has to tell how many companies they have, how many employees, how many customers, how many suppliers, how many users, because based on this volume and number of users license, the cost will be there. Okay. Oracle Corporation will give the license to the client. Okay. Your client is here Reliance Digital. Your client is Reliance Digital. Okay. Now, once Oracle Corporation give the license to Fusion ERP application, this Fusion ERP application is empty. Application is there. It's a tested application, successfully working. But inside of this application, you are supposed to create your client enterprise hierarchy, or we call it as structure. We need to define the departments, right? We need to define the jobs. We need to define the positions. We have to load employees' data. We have to define policies. We have to define payroll terms and conditions. All this we have to do it. This is what actually the project. This is what actually the project. That Oracle don't do it. Oracle will give you the software. Oracle will give you the software. Remaining things you are supposed to configure. Okay, that's what we call it as implementation. That's what we call it as implementation. Okay, so who will do this work? Which company will do? TCS is there, Infosys is there, Wipro company is there, Deloitte is there, Accenture is there. Thousands of Oracle partners are there across the world. Thousands of Oracle partners. Even Oracle also will do it. Okay, Oracle also will do it, but the Oracle cost, documentation, licenses, and obviously it will be high. Okay, and maybe Oracle does not have time to do that deliveries. Okay, so these are the Oracle partners. Okay, it's as simple as if you buy a car, you want to add some of the things additional, extra fittings. Either you can give it in showroom or you can give it outside. There will be some franchises, right? They will have their own partners, right? Okay, so let's say Reliance Digital client has decided to give this project to Wipro company. Okay, they got very good relation with the Wipro, and their quotation is good, and they given the commitment date and the other things also they provided. So Wipro company has got the project. So what Wipro company will do? First, they will analyze the company requirement. Depends on the number of companies, branches, departments, number of employees. Based on this, okay. So based on this, the client, the Wipro company will recruit the software engineers. They go for recruit the software engineers here. Okay, they will recruit the functional consultants. Let's say 8 members. They recruit the technical consultants. Let's say 2 members and one subject matter expert and one project manager. One project manager. Okay, total 12 members. That's the team. That's the team. That's the team. Okay. So now these all people will call it as a implementation users. We call them as a implementation users. Then who is employee user? After we implement the software, once we do this implementation, who will use this software? Reliance Digital employees, right? Reliance employees will use this software. Every day they come to office. Let's say Wipro company said that we will complete this project in 1 year. After that, 2 months testing. Okay, then you can start using our application. So after 1.5 years, the clients will start using this software. So we call them as employee user or business user or end user. We call them all this. So implementation user is indirectly our functional consultant as well as our technical consultant. Employee user means after completion of our software, then who has to use this software? Client employees, right? They might have 800 members or 4,000 members or 5,000. They start using this application, right? We call them as employee user or business user. We'll be discussing that later. Okay. So right now I have shown you the difference between implementation user and employee user. And also I have explained you how the projects will be started. When the client decides to use this ERP software, they'll communicate with Oracle Corporation. They'll pay the license cost, depends on the number of users, depends on the number of modules, depends on the number of countries they have business. So all this information they will provide to the Oracle company, and then they will give the license to Oracle. Then they have to go for implement all this. So who has to do this work? Either Oracle should do it or Oracle partners should do it. Let's say your client given the project to Wipro company. Wipro is also one of the Oracle partner. Across the world, there are some thousands of partners who will implement this ERP products to the customers. Let's say Wipro has started recruiting the software team, and they given the commitment 1.5 year we will complete everything, testing and everything, and we will give it to them. Okay, then they decided, okay, this is what the implementation user, we call them as a software engineers. Here it is, software engineers. Here it is. And then after completion of this implementation, then who are going to use this? Our client employees. We call them employee users or business users or end users. Your client employees are going to use this. Yeah, is clear everybody? Any doubts here now? How the project will be started and who will call them as implementation users and all?
No, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next. Now let me come back here. I'm going to create an implementation user. So if you want to create an user, what we have to do once we log into the applications, if we want to create an user, we have to go to the navigator menu. Go to navigator, tools menu, security console. Go to tools menu, security console. Go to users tab. Go to users tab, and I'm creating user account here. Add user account. Add user account. So I'm giving username as Chandra Mohan. Username is Chandra. Password. Enter the password here. And when we are working in Fusion applications, roles are very, very, very important because by using the roles only, we are going to, by using the roles only, we are going to give the access to the client, give the access to the client. It is very important when we'll be working in the real time, creating new roles, customization of existing roles with security. These all are very, very important. Okay. So right now I'm adding two roles which are very important. We call it as implementation roles. IT security manager, IT security manager. Another one is application implementation consultant user. Application implementation consultant. These two roles we are going to have. These two roles we will call it as, you know, implementation roles. For example, you joined in the company, your manager has given the credentials to you, and they said that, okay, you can go for start working, and we will give the username and password, we will log in. And first thing what we have to do, whether we have the access to implementation roles or not. Implementation roles or not. If we do not have the access to the implementation roles, then we will not be able to do that. We have to ask them. Okay. So we have added two roles, IT security manager, application implementation consultant. These two roles are important and we call it as implementation roles. Indirectly, we can say that admin roles, but official word is an implementation role. Official word is implementation role. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to log into the applications here. Let me log out from here. What is the username? Chandra. Enter the password. Log in. Now we can see Mr. Chandra Mohan has logged into the application, right? Yeah. We added two roles, right? We added two roles to Mr. Chandra. One is IT security manager, another one is application implementation consultant. I wanted to see whether those two roles are applied or not. Where do you check it? Go to username. Go to username. We can see setup and maintenance. You are getting this option means indirectly, you are getting this option setup and maintenance means indirectly application implementation consultant role is populated. Application implementation consultant. Indirectly, you got setup and maintenance. Indirectly, you got setup and maintenance. Okay. This is, we call it as FSM, functional setup manager. Most of our work will be here only. Most of our work will be here only. Functional setup manager. Functional setup manager. Okay. Then one more role we added, right? What is that? IT security manager. Another role is IT security manager. Where do we see that? Go to navigator, tools menu, go to navigator, tools menu. You got security console. That's right. So if you want to access the security console, we need another role called IT security manager. So both the roles got clarity. Both the roles. Roles are very important. For every module, there will be a 3 to 4 roles. So we are learning 5 modules. 5 multiplied by 3. Around 12 to 15 roles we will get. Line manager, human resource specialist, payroll manager, payroll administrator, like that. Okay. So all these roles, whatever we have discussed, right? Very, very, very important. We must be very clear what exactly that role will do. If you want to customize that role, how to do that. It's very simple, but very important security point of view. Okay. Yeah. So what we have done now, we created an implementation user and we have discussed about Fusion applications environment. Okay. Next, I would like to perform a simple assignment. My client is asking me just hire an employee, complete successfully. And then after that, while hiring an employee, I forgot to add the manager. Let's say employee joined on 1st January 2026. Around 7 months back, employee joined. At the time of employee joining, I forgot to add the manager.
Devi, I know you are new to compensation. Take your time.
Sure. Yeah. Please keep it on mute. Yeah. So now client is asking us, I hired an employee around, no, 7 months back, but I forgot to add the manager. Can you go for add the manager? Saying that the manager will be available or assigned on 1st January, not today. Make sure that your employee is reporting to the manager from 1st January 2026, not from today. Okay, that you have to update. Then after that, client is asking, can you add one future dated transaction? Nothing but on 1st December 2026, I'm going to transfer this employee to different location. Some new location they are going to transfer. So we will create new location and we'll transfer that employee, but not from today, not from tomorrow. It will be from 1st December 2026 and complete that transaction. And then test it. Make sure that if you search an employee today, it should say that employee is working in California, for example. Let's say if you search employee record on 1st December 2026, you have to update the system saying that today is 1st December 2026 and then search for the employee record. Then it should display something called Los Angeles. The employee is there in Los Angeles. Okay. So this is what the transaction we wanted to perform. Okay. So we are going to do this now. This assignment, we are going to do it. Okay. So first thing is we want to hire an employee. If you want to hire an employee, you must have the role called human resource specialist. If you do not have this role, then you cannot hire employees. It's mandatory. Okay. You must assign this role. You must have the role. So right now, Mr. Chandra does not have this role, right? Let me add this role to Chandra. Go to Tools menu, Security Console. Go to Tools menu, Security Console. Go to the tab here, Users. And search for the user. I don't want to create a user. Already my user is there. I just wanted to add the role called Human Resource Specialist. Chandra, that is the user. Right now, this user is having the access to 2 roles. User is active status. It is not logged. Okay. And I want to add one more role, edit. Go for edit. Add role. If you want delete existing role, you can delete. Okay. So which role you want to add? Human resource. Human resource manager or specialist. Human resource specialist. That is the role we wanted to add. Add role membership. Human resource specialist. We added the role. Now Mr. Chandra can go ahead hiring employee. He can start hiring employees. Okay, go for save and close. Once we add the roles, it automatically updated. We don't need to log out and log in, but it's better. It's better to log out and log in so that we can see those changes. You can see those changes. Let me just log out from here. Log out from here. I'm going to log in once again. So once we log in, what we have to do, we have to test. We have to test whether the role is applied or not. Go to navigator. My client groups. This my client groups is the role name, but it's still not updated. I don't see all the functions in this role. Still it is taking some time. We need to wait a couple of minutes. Sometimes it happen. Generally, it won't happen. Sometimes it will take time. My client groups. Okay. Still your role is not updated. It's okay, no problem. Meanwhile, what we'll do is maybe it takes a couple of minutes time. Instead of waiting for that, we can log in with another user I already created. I'll show you with Chandra user also. We'll hire one more employee, no issue. I'm going to log in HCM implementation user 100. For this user, I already updated. Go to navigator, my client groups. Yes, this is what the role complete. Human resource specialist. Okay, new person, because I want to hire employee, right? Go to new person. Go to new person, hire employee. Whenever we want to hire an employee, first we have to enter employee identification details. Nothing but employee name, date of birth. If it is India, Aadhaar card number. If it is US, social security number. If it is UK, national identification number, right? After that, we have to enter employee person information. Nothing but employee home address, email ID, phone number, employee marital status, employee passport details, this all. And employee contacts, father, mother, spouse, and sisters, brothers, and other details. Then actual employment details. Once this guy join in the company, what is the branch, which branch is going to work, which department, which location, which job, position, grade, this is all. That's what employment. Then after employment, what is next? Salary. What is the employee salary and any other compensation you are providing for an employee? This all. And finally, you need to review all your employee details and complete. That is the process, right? It's very common, right? For example, you got a job and you are going to join in the company. Definitely that company HR department will take all these details from you, or they'll ask you to fill these details in Excel sheet, or they will give you one website, fill all the details and they'll load it, right? So depends on the company, they'll have different, but finally the information is same, right? The information is same finally, right? Now I'm going to do that now. So first identification. I'm going to say that employee joined on 1st January 2026. Employee joined on 1st January 2026. What is the company name? US1. But client, just now we discussed what is our client name? Reliance Digital, right? Reliance Digital India Private Limited. That's what they want, right? So that we need to configure. That's what actually our work. That's what actually our work. We don't find this US1 legal entity and all in the real time. We don't see. This is test data given by Oracle. Even we are also going to do that. So right now, today it is demo. Okay. So we are going ahead, we are going ahead with this existing one. Okay. So I'm going with US1 legal entity.
Sir,
Yeah.
can I ask something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, how can I identify that this role is specific for these pages? Uh,
Yeah. So
because pages all are delivered.
as I said, every module, there will be a 3 to 4 roles. We should learn all these 4 roles. For example, you joined in the company, they assigned you payroll module and they are asking to work on the payroll. So we should be very clear in payroll module, there are 4 roles: payroll administrator, payroll manager, payroll user, payroll consultant. All these 4 roles, we should be very clear the difference. If it is a payroll user, what he can do. If he is a payroll administrator, what he can do. That we have to learn. That is important, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And I
yeah,
have one question.
yeah, please.
And is there a way to find the role behind any of the page?
No, we
Generally,
don't
we don't know.
we don't
No?
find in
Okay.
the application. We need to go through the documentation.
Oh,
That's very simple
or
actually. It is not much complex. If we go to documentation, straight away we can find.
Oracle documents, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, Oracle doc.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So here I'm going to specify the employee details. So I'm mentioning that employee details are here. Madan Mohan is employee name. Madan Mohan is employee name. Okay, Mr. Madan Mohan. Date of birth 1989. National identification number. This is US, right? Your company name is US1 legal entity established in US. Definitely it will ask you social security number, SSN. Social security number here. Okay, the social security number must be this format. If it is Aadhaar card in India, 12 digits, right? 444 digits. Same way here, first 3 digits, hyphen 2 digits, hyphen 4 digits. Click next button. Here, employee home address, phone details. It's a general information. No, employee passport details, citizenship, visa information, any visas and permits, employee contacts, employee spouse details, child, brother, sister, parent, right? There's all information.
Sorry, sir, I have a question here.
Yeah.
Is this the latest version of how
Exactly. It is latest
hiring
version.
is done?
Yes.
I'm not sure if it was a previous version where you have to select the boxes and then there is a
That is
work.
in Redwood.
Okay.
Redwood.
Okay.
Yeah. You have 2 options. I'll show you that. After this, I'll show you Redwood page also.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the versions point of view across the world, everybody should use the latest version only. If I ask Oracle company, I want to use the previous version, no, they won't provide. We are in cloud means across the world, everybody should be use the latest version only. No chance to access the old version. Yeah. It's a basic thing in the cloud. Anybody has connected to the cloud means always up to date. No chance that I will use the old version. The old version is automatically upgraded to the latest version. Even client also cannot access the old version. Okay. So I'm entering zip code is 12200. That's going to be, New York. New York. Yeah. So home address is mandatory, but remaining all are optional. That's fine. Click next button. We specified that Mr. Madan Mohan has joined in the company on 1st January 2026. What's the company name? US1 legal entity. But this has to be changed, right? In the real time. That's what we are supposed to configure. Company details and other. And once we mention the company name, we have to mention the branch, right? Which branch is going to join? US1 legal entity and US1 business unit branch. I have specified here. Okay. And after that, what is the position? Which position is going to join? Which job? Which grade? Okay. So I'm mentioning that he is going to join as finance consultant, maybe a recruiter or finance analyst. Okay. Finance analyst. What is the department? Finance US department. Finance US department. That's what we specified. And it's taking the location also, Chicago. How it's got Chicago by default? Because while creating this department, you mentioned that default location is Chicago. That's why we got automatically. Okay. So this is all test data. In the real time, we need to discuss with our client how many branches they have. 40. Okay. We need to configure that 40 business units. How many positions you have in every branch? 5 positions. 40 branches means 200 positions client is asking to create. Yes, we have to create. Same thing jobs, same thing grades, same thing departments, locations. Okay. So these all we are going to configure. Right now I'm taking this as an employee. Yeah. You want to assign the manager? No, I don't want to assign manager. Okay. Right now. Now let's go for next button. So you want to assign the salary to the employee, you can assign it. Yeah. Anyway, it's not mandatory. Let's complete this.
The person number automated system created.
We can set manual also. There is a setup where you will be specifying, the person number is manual entry or automatic. Yeah.
Okay.
Selecting the business unit, when you select the business unit or branch, there were two options in drop down. So adding the business unit in that drop down is a functional role or technical role?
It is functional only. Creating new business unit, adding the business units, jobs, it's purely functional. Technical means writing the queries, SQL, building the reports, customization of pages, data migrations, data extractions, writing fast formulas. That is technical. So whatever we are doing, this is purely functional. Okay. So now I completed employee hiring process. So when we hire an employee, client may ask us some approvals. Like if you hire an employee in India, I need approval from the manager. If you hire an employee in US, you need approval from the manager and also from the senior manager. Like that, you can go for configure the approvals. We'll be doing that also. We'll be discussing that in our training approval process. Okay. Right now, we have hired an employee successfully. I want to search whether the employee hiring process done or. Let me log in with Chandra. We'll just check it once by this time. Generally, when we add it, it automatically works. Yeah. Go to Navigator. My client groups. Yes, you got it. New person. You got it. New person. right? And now I'm going for person management. Person management is indirectly search page. Person management is indirectly search page. So in search page, what you are trying to do, you are trying to search your employee. What is the employee name? Madan? Yeah. Now this is Madan Mohan. This is employee number, person number, and we see the department location. Okay, active status right now. We can search the information here. Yeah, this is about a legal employer, indirectly company. This is hiring date, which business unit, this is all. Currently, is working in Chicago. Okay. Now, client is telling that while hiring employee, I forgot to add manager. Can you please add the manager? Okay. So now client is asking the manager should be updated from the 1st January 2026, not from today. Okay. Edit, you have to use the correction mode. If you use correction mode, what will happen? The moment when you created a record, okay, from the date onwards, this manager will be treated as a manager available. Okay, let me do the correction. Okay, so what is the reason you are trying to make some changes? Yeah, scroll down here, manager details you can add. I'm adding Mitch Blom. Okay, Michael Joseph is the manager. Line manager. Line manager is the main person who will go ahead with all approvals. Let's say another manager, project manager is different. I want to add project manager also. At any point of time, we can delete, no problem here. Okay, here you can delete. This is how we can go for add the manager. Click review button. Without review, we cannot submit. And maybe you added this record, but you wanted to complete tomorrow. Just save and close. Just save and close. Tomorrow you can submit, no problem. If you feel that some information still pending. Okay. So then what we will do? We'll just go for save and close. Tomorrow what we will do? Tomorrow or anytime. Again, you can search for this record. Already we updated. If anything is required, you can make that changes and then go for submit. That time only it will go for commit. It's done. Now we updated manager name. I'm searching for employee again here. Madan. Search. Scroll down, we see manager details. I want to see this manager is there in January or not. Okay, no problem. You can search like this. You are telling to the system saying that right now we are in 1st January 14th or whatever. Effective as of date. What is the meaning of this? You are telling to the system today date is 14th January 2026. On 14th January 2026, who was the manager for Madan? Is Madan manager is there? Yeah, because we updated from the date of hiring itself, right? That's why it is there. Okay, this concept is very, very important. We call it as a day track concept. We'll be doing multiple times in our trainings. Okay, so that's how we will maintain the future records and the past records, both we will be maintaining. Okay, so I have shown you how to update the manager. So 2 tasks has completed successfully. Next task is client is asking, okay, create one new location, something New York. Currently where employee is working, Chicago. Let's transfer this employee from Chicago to something New York. Okay, so creating new location is a setup that you have to do it from the setup and maintenance. Simple. Come to this setup and maintenance. Generally, in the real time, what happened in the beginning itself, we'll create all the locations. We'll ask our client, how many locations you have business in US? 20. Okay, give me all the address in Excel sheet. I'll create. How about in India? 40. Okay, give all addresses. I'll create that location. So that when your employees are doing the transactions, when they try to do the transfers and all, hiring, they can see automatically. So right now, location. Manage locations. For easy understanding, I'm putting Reliance Digital New York sales office. I'm giving location name is Reliance Digital New York sales office.
Hi,
Longitude
I have a doubt.
location. Yeah, go ahead.
So, see, if say you are saying like, for example, in India, if it is 40 locations,
Yeah.
so should we enter like this one by one, or in bulk also we
You
can?
have 2 options. If you want to enter manually, we can do like this. Otherwise, we have spreadsheet option. In Excel sheet, you can enter all 40 locations, 40 or 100 or 500, then upload. Directly, you can upload it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very common, right? Data loading is very important. For example, today we are implementing this software for Reliance Digital. But Reliance Digital company is there since past 10 years, for example. 10 years, they have 10,000 employees. So all these 10,000 employees, again, we don't hire like this, right? We'll go for loading. That is a technical consultant will do it.
Okay.
So here I entered this office, New York, submit. Yeah. After this, I would like to search whether this is completed or not. Yeah, it's there. Reliance Digital, New York office. Yeah, it's there. Now let's go for transfer this employee. Person management. Search your employee. I want to transfer this employee for future date. If I go for correction mode, what happened? It will overwrite the record and it will update in the system saying that from 1st January itself he is working in New York. No, that's not my requirement. Currently he is working in Chicago. That's fine. He will be working in Chicago till November 30. 1st December, he has to move to the New York. That's what the setup I want to do it. Edit, update mode. Update mode means future date. What is the future date? December 1st. Okay. What you are trying to perform? Are you going to promote this employee? You are changing the location? Yes. Location change. What is the reason? Relocation. Relocation, we are trying to do it. Right? We are trying to do the relocation. Scroll down. Scroll down. Chicago. Whatever the location you created, that you will get automatically. Just now we have done, right? Reliance Digital New York. One setup we have done, that is location setup. I'm able to see my location here. Hundreds of setups we have to do for every module. That's what. Okay. So we have done one setup, that is location creation. Same thing, you have to create jobs. You have to create positions. You have to create the grades. You have to create the departments. You have to create business units. You have to create the legal entities. You have to create person types, assignment statuses. All these setups we have to do. In every module, there will be a 40 to 50 setups. But the complexity is you must be very clear which setup we have to do first, which setup we have to do next. That is very important. Okay. So that's what we have to do that. Otherwise, doing setup, it's not very complex. Only thing is we should be very clear the hierarchy. Hierarchy is very important. Okay. Fine. Click review button. Without review, we cannot submit. We must review the transaction. Location change from which date? 1st December 2026. That's the start date. What exactly you are trying to change? Currently, employee is working in Chicago. You are transferring to New York sales office. That's what we are trying to perform. No other changes. Submit. This is transfer an employee for future date. Transfer employee. Transfer an employee for the future date. Done. We have done successfully. Let me, this we have done. Now we have to test it, whether it's working or not. We have to test. How we are going to test? As usual, navigator, my client groups, same, person management, search. But if I search this record, still it is showing that Chicago. Because today date is 4th October, 4th August only. 4th August, obviously, employee is working in Chicago only, till November 30th. But I want to know whether the transaction, whatever I have done, is successfully done it or not. Then you have to change any date from December 1st. I'm putting that December 1st, where will be this employee working? As per system, where this employee will be working. If I choose this, what system is telling? Reliance Digital. Reliance Digital. Right. That is. So automatically it is updated. So you perform today itself. The future transaction is updated today itself. Okay. Of course, that you can cancel anytime. That is called reverse transfers. We do all this always. Okay. Yeah. This is clear, everybody. This is what actually the work we have to do. If you are able to understand this, then you are eligible to learn this course. And if you find this is interesting, then you can go ahead for joining the course. Okay. Fine. Next. I'm going to talk about a very simple concept, very interesting, SaaS model and PaaS model. Indirectly, we call it as private cloud and public. SaaS means software as a service. Software as a service. It is public cloud. PaaS, platform as a service. It is private cloud. Whenever client approach Oracle Corporation, let's say Reliance Digital company is there. Okay. Whenever client says that I want to use the Oracle Fusion ERP software, when they approach Oracle Corporation will analyze the client's business. Is it small scale industry or mid-size company or large scale industries? Okay, large scale industries. If it is small company having 4,000, 5,000 employees, they prefer SaaS model, software as a service, very less price. Okay, very less price. But customer means your client should use the product as it is. They cannot customize extensively. They cannot develop the new modules. They cannot build the new integrations. They cannot go for define new database schemas, and this thing's not possible. If somebody says that I like the product, I'm okay with the current product, just I'll go for implementation, then SaaS model they will go. The moment when you log in, if you look at here, this is SaaS model. This is SaaS model. You can say SaaS, software as a service. FA means Fusion Applications. FA stands for Fusion Applications. Large scale industries. Large scale industries, definitely they have to go for PaaS model, platform as a service, indirectly private cloud, indirectly dedicated server. The client should buy the or take the rental dedicated server. They have to take the dedicated server. There extensively they can modify the product. They can build new modules also. They can define new database schemas, entire database structure, and they can have the integrations extensively with other applications. They can also lift their applications, custom applications. No limit in the PaaS environment, platform as a service. We call it as a private cloud. But so far, 90% of the projects are running in the SaaS model. The SaaS model project generally 1 to 1.5 years duration projects. Only 10% of projects are going on right now in the PaaS model. This will be minimum 3 to 4 years. 4 years project duration. Okay. So Fusion Applications is just in the initial stage right now, because SaaS model projects only are going on. The big clients, they are already using some existing ERPs like PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Cbell, EBS applications. The customers, whoever is there in this ERP application, only 5% of people migrated to Fusion applications. Still 95% of customers should come to Fusion applications. Okay, when they will come, whenever the PaaS model, because SaaS model will not be suitable for them. Obviously, they have to come into the PaaS model. Okay, they have to come into the PaaS model. So the Fusion applications era is just starting. It is starting point. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts here now?
Sir, both model configuration is the same.
Yeah, application is same. See, as a functional consultant, your role is similar, whether it is in the SaaS model or PaaS model. But technical consultant role will be more in the PaaS model. In the SaaS model, very limited for technical consultants, because they have to just build the reports and migrate the data. But in the PaaS model, they have to build the reports, they have to migrate the report, migrate the data, and they have to develop the new pages, Redwood pages they have to develop, and they have to define the database schemas and integrations development, because there the client wanted to have all this here it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But functional role is the same in both models.
Yes, functional role will be same.
Okay.
Yeah. It's clear everybody the difference between SaaS and PaaS model.
Yes.
What will be the functional role in PaaS?
So today we have done the complete practical oriented. Tomorrow also we'll take one assignment practically, how we can do that assignment. Tomorrow we will take. Tomorrow will be our final demo session. After completion of tomorrow, final demo session. Thursday onwards, regular classes will be started. Thursday onwards, Thursday will be our first class. Okay, Thursday will be our first class. As I said, this demo sessions you can access from the YouTube. Yesterday it was there in this. Today also I'll upload now. You can go through that. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the second demo also. Let's catch you tomorrow, third demo.
I have a doubt actually.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So like yesterday, you said like I mean RTL trainings also provides like what is that prompting and also job support,
Please
right?
contact admin person. that is not actually related to the subject doubt, please contact
Okay.
admin, they will explain it.
Okay, because you said yesterday in the video, I
I
was
can
asking the same.
understand. I can
Yeah.
understand. As it is not subject doubt, please ask admin person. Yeah.
Okay.
We can customize the also role.
Yeah, we can customize the roles, and in fact, we need to customize the roles also. That is part of our syllabus copy. I thought of I will explain the syllabus copy today. No problem. Tomorrow, when we start the session, first we will go with syllabus explanation, detailed syllabus. I'll write now itself. Detailed. Yes, please.
What will you cover in the AI task? It means
Tomorrow.
like
Tomorrow we'll be
HCM and
discussing about the AI. AI and Redwood also. Yeah, just now someone said that we can hire an employee from other place also, right? Redwood base. Generally, Oracle has given the Redwood, but still the people are not interested to use the Redwood. Still it is having some issues, but we can do it from here. My client groups. Okay. Once we go to my client groups, show more option. Here you can go for hire an employee. Hire employee. This. So when you are hiring an employee, you can choose what are all the details you are going to fill in the employee page. That all you can go for specify.
But Chandra, I heard in a few of the documents, like from 26 onwards, is
Yes.
Redwood is mandatory, right? So the
Yeah, it
disabled
is
class.
mandatory. We are using, but it is at the same time, it is providing the classic and Redwood both. Still, there are
Okay.
some Redwood pages are having some issues. Some of the functionalities are not working. With my experience, last 10 years, I feel that by 2030, another 4 years, clients will go ahead with both classic UI as well as Redwood, both. Maybe in 2029 or 2030, full-fledged Redwood. And I will also explain tomorrow why the clients are looking for Redwood, or why Oracle is forcefully asking the customers to go to Redwood. We'll discuss tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let's see you tomorrow.